Paul discusses the freedom or the liberty that we have in Jesus Christ in 1 Corinthians chapter 8. He also discusses this in Romans chapter 14. Now, Romans 14 is not in our reading today, but I share that because there's some similarities. And so in 1 Corinthians 8, he's discussing people eating food that is sacrificed to idols. He's, the question of should they eat the food sacrificed to idols or should they not? For some, this was just food. But for others, this was participating in idolatry. And the same problem is there in Romans chapter 14, verse 5 and 6, except it's not food that is offered to idols. It's the special holy days. It's a discussion about the days. Should they continue to keep the special Jewish holy days like the new moon, the new month? Some saw those as holier than others. Paul saw them as just days of the week like any other. And so whether it's food or days, it's all to the Lord and for the Lord. So let me read to you 1 Corinthians 8, verse 8 through 13. Food will not bring us close to God. We're not worse off if we don't eat, and we're not better if we do eat. But be careful that this right of yours in no way becomes a stumbling block to the weak. For if someone sees you, the one who has knowledge, dining in an idol's temple, won't this weak conscience be encouraged to eat food offered to idols? So the weak person, the brother or sister for whom Christ died, is ruined by your knowledge. Now when you sin like this against brothers and sisters and wound their weak conscience, you're sinning against Christ. Therefore, if food causes my brother or sister to fall, I will never eat meat so that I won't cause my brother or sister to fall. And so we see the example here about the food, and I automatically think of a few examples for myself. One example is alcohol. Nowhere in the Bible do you see that God says it is a sin to drink alcohol. What we see time and time again is that it is a sin to be drunk. But for me, I'm not touching alcohol because it can cause my brother to stumble. Another example is, it's not talked about a lot nowadays, but there was a time when all these casinos came in and everybody was going over there to eat at the casino and say, well, it's not a sin because it's just eating, or going to the amusement park part of it, or the water park and all that. And I have never gone, never been a part of that. I didn't want someone to see me going in or supporting that business because I felt like that would be something to cause my brother to stumble. And one, I simply didn't want to, but two, I didn't want to cause my brother to stumble. And so whatever that case may be for you, it may be alcohol, casinos, or something else. But for me, I want to encourage you, encourage me. Let's all be careful and mindful not to cause our brother to stumble.